This week we take the ferry to Magnetic Island, where we encounter some friendly wildlife, visit a fort, and generally get to know the place.
Words of wisdom?
We've chocked the bike, so it shouldn't roll.
Hopefully. We're on our way.
Very friendly people.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Beautiful day, glorious
It's
day.
going to be windy though.
Yeah, it is going to be windy. Oh.
Big east.
Anyway, see how we go. Big adventure.
Magnetic Island is an island about 8 kilometres offshore from Townsville in Queensland, Australia. It's about 52 square kilometres and it's on a mountainous island, and it's really a suburb of Townsville. There's about 2,500 permanent residents, and there's a large national park, about 39 or so square kilometres. Most of the island's uninhabited is what we liked, and there's great walking tracks and you can see the populated bays and enjoy yourself when you're there. Lots of history there too with the World War II forts.
Well, Craig's gone for a run and we thought it was going to be flat, but the direction that we were going to go was a dead end. So I'm assuming he's run up this hill because there's nowhere else to run. I'm glad I ran in Townsville where it was flat.
Well, been for a run this morning.
I found him.
Yeah, about 5.5 k's. And only got about another 37, so I can do a marathon in March, isn't it?
March.
San Francisco. So look out, Scotty, I'm coming. Very slow, but beautiful here at Magnetic Island. We're looking north towards, I suppose, Horseshoe Bay's up that way, isn't it?
I think so.
And Nellie Bay's down that way,
Yeah.
and Townsville's
That way?
where we're facing. But
Yeah.
beautiful day, lovely night. Quite windy and lots of birds walking.
Very
through the
noisy night. Lots of, I reckon it was more than birds.
Yeah, anyhow, lots of
Anyway.
birds. Anyhow, where we
Oh look, there's one. Can you film him?
I don't want to drop the thing.
Too late now.
I might have got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Anyhow.
coming back. Slight interruption.
Anyhow, where are we staying at? What's it called?
Amaroo.
Amaroo. So it's a bit old and run down, but it's comfortable. Got a great pool, good
Great
cooking
pool,
facilities.
yeah. We're pretty happy with it.
Very friendly staff.
Yeah.
Helped us out a lot with the bike. Got the bike safely parked away. So
And I think there's a big snake in the take-in reception,
okay.
but I haven't looked at it.
There's fishing stuff too. So it's not a bad spot. And if you want to rough it a little bit, it's good.
Alrighty, onwards and upwards.
Okay. Ciao.
Bye. Yeah, lovely. The garden path, very nice. And here he is, Wally the carpet python. He's around 6 years old and is a resident in the lobby where we're staying. Great. Lucky there's a cage. Breakfast by the pool. Very nice it was. A bit slow. Nice place to sit.
It was interesting to view the George Rennie, which was a paddle steamer that was a steel-hulled ship that was scuttled in the lee of Hawking Point at Magnetic Island. It was built in 1885 in Middlesex and it was 151 gross tonnes. The Howard Smith Company used this to transport coal from an anchorage at West Point to the Townsville harbour. It was scuttled in 1902 to serve as a breakwater for the small jetty in the bay, and the remains of the ship can still be seen at low tide at Picnic Beach. And that's where we're walking to now. I do get a bit carried away with all the finger pointing at the stem and the stern. I suppose that's the old marine engineer in me. We leave Picnic Bay in the George Rennie and head down towards Horseshoe Bay. After leaving Horseshoe Bay and heading back towards our accommodation, we decided to turn off and do the Fort Walk, which was up the hill. The complex was built between 1943 and 1945 and included a control post, observation post, gun emplacements, a signal station and a radar station. As we trekked up the steep hill towards the gun emplacements, we had our first encounter with a friendly local, a koala who was having a cat nap and a bit of a scratch in the tree. Very popular he was too.
So we're off to have a look at the officers' latrine here at the fort from World War II on Magnetic Island.
The old shipwriting, you can't help but look at the toilets. Alright.
So I guess we have to climb all the way to the top of that, don't we? Here we are in the kitchen. $850 metres to the top. Oh, I wonder if there's a pub up here. Get a cold drink. Clunk. That was very good.
Clunk. Then ram. That'll be one ram. No, they ram them both together. Ram. Fire. Boom. Then the hot cartridge will come out. Get rid of that. Or that'll fall out. And clunk. Clunk. Ram. 4 rounds a minute. I must admit I found the tale of the missing guns a little bit hard to believe. But hey. The trek to the top was worth it. The views from the observation post were sensational. Anyone visiting Magnetic Island, you'd be nuts if you didn't do this walk. After making our way down from the fort, all in all we walked about 12 k's, jumped back on the bike and headed down to find the legendary rock wallabies. Looking for the famous rock wallabies. What's that?
We are looking for the famous rock wallabies. They're not here and neither is anybody else except us. So who knows? Probably at the wrong time completely. Oh, cool boulder though. Could be like the cassowary. We'll never see them. So I suppose they live up in these little spots. They must be pretty good on their feet. What do you reckon?
You have to walk a bit.
Not worth it. Can't say we didn't try.
Next week sees us heading further north to Port Douglas via the Atherton Tablelands.